Kristen Ramer Liang, and I'm on the board of City Fruit. City Fruit is a local nonprofit that helps Seattle residents care for their fruit trees. We also harvest that fruit and donate it, and that's fruit that would otherwise be going to waste. Today, gardening expert Ciscoe Morris is going to talk to me about the proper tools and equipment for pruning my fruit tree and maximizing my harvest.
Probably the most important thing if you're gonna work high in a tree or try and prune a tall fruit tree is a good ladder. It's got this 3 legs instead of 4. You can get this in anywhere. If I had to get this over a plant, I just shift it in. They work well. It's so much more stable than this kind of ladder that you brought over here.
What? What's wrong with this?
Oh la la!
Look, it's like a party in the tree.
It's like a party in the tree. I can't tell you how many people take a tumble off ladders like that. This is so much safer, so I can climb right up here with no fear at all. It's not gonna fall over. The one thing you have to remember, you gotta follow the directions on this. Says only suicidal fools go above this step right there.
Yeah, I think that sign should be about down here on this ladder.
I think it needs to be on the bottom run. So this is something, they're not that expensive. Light as a feather. It's the way to go. Buy one of these. Your hand pruners are the most important tools, so spend some bucks on these babies. These are gonna cost you like 4 house payments. The kids eat too much anyway. Don't worry about that.
I brought 3 that I've been using at home.
Holy cats.
What?
So I didn't know that they had hand pruners back in the Middle Ages.
Hey now.
See, the problem with these, now these aren't really too bad, and they're the bypass type, which is good. But these will kill your hands to use old pruners like that. So these are called Anvil Pruners. And the problem is they come down on a flat anvil, and so they crush the branch when you're cutting.
Instead of actually cutting it.
The other problem is you can't sharpen them. You got to sharpen both sides. If you don't do it perfect, they don't hit the anvil right.
Oh.
I like to have a holster.
Okay.
Because now you're not going to sit down with these in your back seat and go right through your pants. And also, you don't lose your pruners that way. You get to practice quick draw too. And I'm going to show you how to sharpen them. I don't bother taking mine apart. I can keep them clean and sharpen them without doing it, and I'm really horrible at putting them back together. So.
I think I would be too.
They sold this file right next to the pruners. So you only sharpen one part of any pruner, and that's the bezeled side. These sharpeners are only one direction, and they have a coarse and a fine side. So you start with a coarse side, and you just keep it real flat on the blade. Start right where the blade starts, and I always give it a little extra right where it connects in there. And all you do is push and go along the blade as you push it. Then you just turn it over and use the fine side, and just just a few times is all it takes. Ooh, mama, that baby is sharp. I used to work with people, they'd take their pruners apart, spend their whole lunch hour with a sharpening stone sharpening them. I'd walk in with my sharpener, go 3 times like that. Mine would be twice as sharp as theirs. So this works really well. And
Work smarter, not harder.
That's right. Right, I like that. And I do it maybe, once. I just now and then, if they feel a little dull, I can tell they're not cutting as well. I do it, but you don't have to do it very often.
Okay.
So one thing we should talk about is cleaning our hand tools, because you put a lot of money into these, and you want them to last a long time. So what you do, take a little WD-40, spray it on there, on both sides, and then what I do is I just take a little piece of sandpaper and just clean them off nice. Sometimes if people are pruning trees with disease and everything, then what they do is they dip them in bleach to disinfect them so they don't spread the disease.
Okay.
If you do that, you'll rust your equipment and pit it.
Oh.
So instead, use Listerine mouthwash.
Oh.
It's got all these great things that does the same job. What if we wanted to cut something this big? I could probably do it, but it would take 3 days.
Right.
So we want to use loppers for this job.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Not bad. Now, try these. Those are gear loppers.
Ooh.
And so you can see it's got these gears that add leverage.
Yeah.
They're way better. So
Okay.
get them way in there.
Come on.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, not a big difference, huh?
Totally. That
So-
made me feel like a weakling.
Yep. So this can keep you pruning for many more years to use something like this.
Great.
Sometimes you gotta cut a big branch off. You gotta use a saw for that.
I like this one.
And that's the honker right here. I've had this forever. Red cedars run in fear when they see me pull this out of the garage. You know the biggest mistake people make with saws?
What's that?
They do this. They'll cut. I can't really do this too easy because, you know, I'm holding it. It's not
Sure.
attached thing. But they cut like this.
Oh,
When you
it's
do
back
sawing,
pull it all the way.
pull it all the way back. It gets the job done much faster.
Okay.
It's nice to have some kind of smaller saw, and they make some great ones.
Huh.
So this is pretty cool. This hooks on your belt.
Oh, I see.
Works really well, and it's safe too.
Yeah.
But
it's nice.
most of the time, all you need is a little guy like this. And this is a single direction saw. You just pull. They cut right through, you know. And it's got a safety device. This thing it can't close on you. So, you know, you have to press that to close it. It's so nice because right into that pocket.
Yeah.
This is totally worn out. You know what I keep this for?
What's that?
So great for divine perennials. So
Oh.
don't throw them away. Keep them. And you'll be able to prune anything with good equipment.